checks in with us now and then. And she said, unfortunately, my screening of the Eras movie in XD on Saturday night was like a regular movie. Hardly anybody stood up to dance. And it was a packed theater, not like a concert experience I had hoped for.
They were waiting for the first person to do it.
Yeah, was kind of hoping for more of like the experience she had when she went to the concert at Paycor.
Because at the concerts that are kind of in betweens, it's filled with both kinds of people. Those that like to get up and dance and those that like to sit. It takes the first get up and dancers to stand up and start dancing for the rest of the dancers in the crowd to follow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that?
Oh, yeah.
Haven't you been that person that's sitting there like, I want to stand up so bad right now, but nobody in front of me is. Mm-hmm. But then as soon as somebody does,
it's game
that's
on.
your invitation. I wonder if that's what's going on in the theater.
Yeah, it could be. Could very well be. I mean, because you need that starter.
I almost feel like they should do different showings. Like, here are for the sit-downers, come to the 1 p.m. If you want to get up and dance, come to the 1:30.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, Jen.
Yeah, that's one way to do it.
Theaters. We have sit-down-only theaters.
I'm just going to wait for my house. I can't wait to just jam.
Yeah, so I told you what my sister and brother-in-law did at Emma's wedding was they surprised everyone, like after the toasts and everything to get the party started. Mm-hmm. My sister and brother-in-law and their kids sang a la Von Trapp style. They sang "Can't Take My Eyes Off You" as a family. Uh-huh. And you know the part where it goes da 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 da.
Yeah.
I love you. And when they when they burst into "I love you, baby," the whole family, all 4 kids and the parents spread out and start pulling people onto the dance floor.
Yeah.
And that got the party started right away. Like, I thought that was so brilliant and so well done. And everybody wanted to be a part of it. There was it wasn't a challenge to get people to dance like you see so often at these things.
Yeah, that's fun.
Cute.
Isn't that great?
That is cute.
Let's see. Angela, yeah, she's grossed out by snot rockets. I think everybody's grossed out by snot rockets. I don't think that's one of those things where most people are okay with.
Sound.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when you know exactly what it is.
It just reminds you of a cat hawking up a hairball.
I'm also grossed out by cats. I'm just kidding. I was telling you guys about an adorable. We went to this pet store in Harrison, this Pet Supplies Plus or something. Our dog's she's about 6 months old, so she's at the age where she's really teething, really chewing. So we're trying to like change it up with different toys and things like that. And so we stopped by yesterday, and they had this adorable, I'm not a big cat person, but this really beautiful yellow cat with like these yellow eyes that only had 3 legs from the Franklin County Animal Shelter, because they do like at the front of the pet store, they have like the little crates where you can adopt
kind of thing.
And it was the cutest little cat I'd ever seen.
Was it a baby?
No, it was like 2. And they think that, I think it was a boy or a girl. Her name was Nini. They think that she got stuck in a coyote trap or something like that. And that they thought that she would be okay. And then she wasn't. So they had to amputate one of her front legs.
Oh, wow.
And she gets along pretty well, they were telling us, but she was getting adopted. Like someone was there taking pictures of her.
Oh, that's great.
Looking at her. But I was like, I've never really been attracted to cats until this moment.
Yeah. Well, once you fall in love with one, you're in trouble.
No, thank you.
They accumulate.
Amanda was asking, why do you guys keep a landline? Well, we keep a landline because I would prefer to have something in the house in case the power goes out or you know how sometimes the cell towers go out.
Yeah.
I would just in the event of an emergency, if I can't speak to 911, I would like them to be able to trace the location. So it's just something we keep around, and it costs us nothing.
Right, exactly. The same for me. I want people to be able to. And, if I'm not home and somebody's staying with Jacob or staying with my pets and something goes sideways with their phone, I want to be able to call from out of town get a hold of somebody that might be home.
You know what else? They sound 1,000%
Oh, God,
better.
they do. They so do.
I've
so
never
true.
owned a landline telephone in my whole life. Like, my parents had one, but when I moved, all the places I've lived, I've never owned a landline.
Yeah.
I will add, though, that if you have your phone from some sort of internet provider, that when they bundle it all together, that's not a true landline, and the internet goes out, your phone goes out.
Yeah, ours is
Heads
with
up.
Cincinnati Bell.
Yeah, so you got to reel it.
Like it's an actual landline.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Alta Fiber, I guess.
Because my mom kept hers at one point, and she's like, we got a bundle, da, 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 da. And then it didn't work. She's like, why is it not working? I'm like, it's hooked up to the internet, which is out.
Nope.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, Amanda's asking, how does it cost you nothing? Well, because we have it bundled with Alta Fiber. So what we're really paying for is the
Internet.
internet. Yeah, which is fast.
What's funny is,
The fiber optics.
you ever talk to someone on a landline and you can hear like the hum, like
like the line.
the phone hum is like, oh God, that sounds like grandma's phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so before it was Alta Fiber, they called themselves Cincinnati Bell. It's the same technology, but the internet was lightning fast.
It's blazing.
It's
Yeah.
awesome. We have it too.
And so the landline, I think, based on whatever the deal was they made, costs next to nothing. And I just keep the ringer off. I just pretty much dial out.
What do you give it to anybody? Would anybody call you and like on the landline?
No, they call me on my cell.
Right.
But like I said, we just keep that pretty much for emergencies. Yeah, you can call it, but like there's no voicemail or anything on it. It just rings and rings and rings because the ringer's off. It's just there for us to dial out.
Is our phone here a landline? Is
Yes.
that considered a landline?
Yeah.
It's not hooked up to anything else?
It's a real deal.
Real deal, baby. All right, 8:45, Jeff and Jen, Q102. Almost 8:45, not quite. Final look at traffic in the morning, unless something breaks between now and this afternoon. What do we have?
You still have that accident if you're heading southbound 75. It's at Paddock. Traffic is slow from right around Shepherd. North 7175, hitting your brakes from 275 as you head up towards Buttermilk. And northbound 471, you're slow between Grand and Memorial. You still have the Western Hills Viaduct. It is down to one lane in the eastbound direction on both the upper and lower deck due to some debris falling there, and that's been closed since yesterday. Just keep that in mind as you're heading out this afternoon. Get up and go Metro to the game. Go-metro.com and learn more. I'm Denise Johnson. That's your trip.
Kick off your day with a